Good evening, everybody. Welcome to PatFacts. Patrick here, Pat on your back personal fitness. It's almost the end of July, 27th of July, 2022. Hope everybody's having a great week. We're still tweaking a little bit here, the studio, the broadcast center. So we're still kind of limiting the view again this week. So that's a little mysterious element to the broadcast, which is fun. But again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Great to have you here. Tonight, just a quick hop on. And again, just a reminder, it's kind of the end of that month. So looking back on different things. Hey, Natty, welcome in. Looking back, hey, Kyle, good to see you. Looking back, hopefully we get out and play some ball this fall. Hopefully that'll get set up back up. Just to look back on kind of things we've been looking at this month. End of the month, we like to revisit and remind that we want to kind of check in. Great time to check in. How was your month? How are your goals? Things you're working towards? Did you stay on track? Were there hiccups in the road? What could you do to work through them? What did you do to work through them? Or what could you do the next time they happen? Because chances are, if you had a hiccup or an obstacle come up this month, it could come back another month down the road. So we want to be prepared for that. We want to use the experience and learn from it to hopefully prevent it from happening again, or at least minimize the severity of it, or again, be able to handle it better so we can get through it a little quicker to stay consistent with our goals and our kind of journey toward that goal, whatever that happens to be. Yeah, me too, Kyle. I hope ball goes back in this fall. It has been too long, definitely. I think I forget how to play basketball. I'll have to brush up a little bit, get the rust off. So revisit that check-in. See how we're doing. Remember, we talked last week about being good. Don't stress out about being great or being perfect. We don't need to be perfect. We need to be good. We don't need the perfect time to start. The best time to start is right now. Right now. Now the perfect time is right now. This is the best time to start working towards your best self, if you haven't already. If you have, keep going with that. Keep moving forward. Keep working towards that goal. Keep thinking, what can I do now to set me up for tomorrow? What can I do now to get one step closer to my goal? If you haven't done that thing already today. And then if you have, again, what's the setup for tomorrow? Well, how can I prepare myself tonight to be ready for tomorrow? To make sure I get, again, one step closer to where I want to be. What can I do to move through? And don't worry about the timing being perfect. And don't worry about being perfect once you're started. We want to just be consistent, do as best we can, make our best effort every day. Again, as we've said before, there will be obstacles. It's a not if, but when kind of thing. It's a matter of almost embracing them, acknowledging them, knowing they're coming, and again, trying to use them as learning opportunities so that we can get better from them. Hey, Teresa, we can get better from them and learn from them and grow so they don't affect us quite as much the next time, or again, hopefully they don't even show up the next time, and then we don't have to worry about them that way. So thinking about, again, looking at the way to just get in motion, get yourself going, don't worry about the perfect time, and then make sure that you keep going forward and don't stress about being perfect. If you miss a day in your workout routine, or you don't, hey, Gretchen, welcome in. You don't maybe eat as cleanly, Kimmy, hello, as you want to one day. It's okay. Reset. Again, what can I do tonight to make sure tomorrow I have some success, or I have more success than I did today? Or why did I get off track today? Okay, what can I do tomorrow to make sure that doesn't happen? And the next day and the next day. And then we try to go further having success. Okay, I went 2 weeks where I ate really well. I followed my 80-20 rule. I did pretty good with my choices, and then I fell off. Okay, let's try to go 2.5 weeks. Let's go 3 weeks next time. I know Kimmy mentioned today, if she doesn't mind me sharing, today it's been, if I get it right, a year, I think, since she's quit smoking. And she admitted in her post, it wasn't easy. There was obstacles. There was multiple attempts, and most smokers go through that. There's multiple attempts, trial and error. Some things work for some people. Some systems just don't work for others. Some can quit cold turkey. Some need to phase out of them. But again, it's a matter of not getting frustrated when it doesn't work, trying to learn from that, and then move on to the next phase of it. Yeah, 1 year. Thanks. I want to make sure I got that right. So congratulations again on that 1 year since she quit smoking. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. But there's bumps in the road. No different to lead a healthy lifestyle, be physically active. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's some days you're going to miss a workout. You're going to skip it. You're going to be tired. You're going to be achy. Some life happens. Something comes up where you have to maybe tend to a family member or handle a situation, and your workout gets pushed to the side. It's going to happen. Don't beat yourself up about it. Try to learn from it and try to put plans in place to hopefully, again, not let it happen again. Or if it happens, what can I do? Right. Kimmy says, never stop trying. So true. We never want to stop trying. That's goes along with our ascend till the end mantra that we like to use here. Getting a little bit better every day, always moving forward, always improving yourself. And that's part of that. Never stop trying. If you try new things and learn new skills, that helps us ascend. That helps us get better and evolve as we grow and wiser every year that passes here. So we want to, again, look at ways to learn from those hiccups and those obstacles so that we can build that 1 year of no smoking, or 1 year of following our healthy lifestyle routine, or 1 year of being a member at a gym and actually using the gym membership consistently, or 1 year of painting as a hobby. If you've been here before, you may have heard me mention one of our listeners, our viewers, in the middle or at the beginning, of the pandemic. She took up painting. It was an interest for her, something she'd be kind of thinking of doing, hadn't done too much, maybe dabbled a bit. And she was one that wouldn't do really a ton for herself, not enough. She was always doing for others, helping others. And she decided during the pandemic to take up painting. And then she took it a step further, did some online courses when they started, and then some in-person ones. And now she painted 100 pictures, over 100, I believe, just in the first year of the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken, or even a couple of years. And now she's got some of her art up at a little cafe downtown here in Barrie. She's selling pieces, and if you see the difference from when she first would post some of them to now, the improvement has been incredible. And she decided to take some time for her, put the effort into it, and just learn from it and go through it and try to make the most of what was the pandemic at the time. And it's really turned into a hobby for her and a little bit of a revenue stream with lots of potential going forward, because she's just getting into the field itself. So never stop trying. Like Kimmy says, we don't want to stop trying, never give up. We always want to keep moving forward. So we talk really quite a bit here about being clear in our goals and remind ourselves what they are. So again, being the end of the month, hopefully you went through that at the end of last month, maybe where you set your monthly goals or looked at your big overall goal that you want to achieve, and then worked backwards to that day and broke it into smaller goals. How are those smaller goals going? Or how are your July goals working to work toward your October to December kind of big goal that you set maybe last year for some of you? Again, we want to hopefully reverse engineer from that end goal and have those steps along the way. And then that gives us time to tweak if we need to, because again, it won't be smooth the whole way. It's going to be a little quiet. It's going to be a little rough at times. It's going to be very busy other times. We have to kind of adapt to that. It's not always going to work. So it doesn't have to be, set in stone what we're going to do. We want to lay it out so we have a rough idea, and then it's easier to tweak an adjustment or a plan on the fly if we need to, versus trying to come up with something brand new all the time. Have that plan, have that system, that structure, and then modify as you need to. Gresham says, I live by can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, that's from a song, I believe, too. A great quote. Can't stop, won't stop. Keep saying that in your head, that mantra. I can't stop and I won't stop. I'm going to never stop trying. It ties into what Kimmy said as well, and ascend till the end. Always moving forward and being open to new things. Maybe as the month comes to an end, maybe you're going to try something new in August. Maybe August is the time to try something new, to take up painting or playing an instrument, or getting back into DJing like you used to, or making mixtapes, or studying a course, or learning a language, wherever the case may be. Maybe just taking some time for yourself. Maybe August is the time for you to try something brand new. Maybe that's your goal for August. Maybe that's something you can work towards. and put on your agenda going forward, so that when we kind of revisit this at the end of August, going into September and the fall, which is almost here, again, we can revisit that and set yourself up with a bit of a checkpoint. Again, we're the 27th of July as we record this. So maybe you set up a midpoint check-in, maybe at around the 15th of the month, kind of midway through. Maybe it's every week. Again, know yourself, know what works for you. Think back to maybe in school, were you someone that could be left to kind of work independently for a long time and just hand in the assignment at the end? Or did you do better when the teacher, the professor put in those checkpoints partway through? Okay, after so many weeks, hand it in, let me review it, give it back to you. Okay, you're halfway through, hand it in, let me see what you've got. Let me make some suggestions of what you're doing. Did you do better with that? Did you do better with more frequent check-ins? Or do you do better with some accountability or someone there to kind of almost answer to help you stay on track? Or are you able to set a date and just work towards that, and then at the finish line kind of hand in those results or know you're there? And if you're not sure, it's just going to be maybe a trial and error. If you can't think back for some examples, looking at, again, sports or school or work, for examples of maybe how you performed, if you can't really come up with any, then it's just going to be trial and error. Probably, if you're not sure, it's better to try first with multiple check-ins. Again, maybe weekly, every couple of weeks, maybe even daily, where I know if Gretchen doesn't mind me sharing, we're both part of the Todd Durkin Get Your Mind Right book launch team. We're a launch group on Facebook. We're part of the launch team that got early access and got to do some reviews and things for the book. And the Facebook group is still active, and Gretchen every day checks in. Did her workout today? Here's my workout. Here's what's going on. I'm feeling good. Had a rough day. And we all are there with Gretchen, giving her a thumbs up and comments and good job today. And you didn't get your workout today. That's okay. Take the day. You needed it. Come back tomorrow. And it's built in kind of a daily accountability for her. It's her routine now to not just work out or be active, but also to check in with the group and update us on her status. And we've almost become accountability partners for her in that aspect. So maybe that's what you need, some sort of way to check in. Social media can be good for that. Maybe set up a group with your friends who are all trying to accomplish a goal. Maybe it's not even the same goal. Maybe you're just all working on goals, and you can check in with the group every day. You can make a private group and have just those members in where you check in every day. Oh, I did my 10-minute run walk today that I planned. Great stuff. And your other person can say, yeah, I read 2 chapters today like I planned. Oh yeah, great stuff. And then someone else say, yeah, I tried that new recipe today. Didn't go so well, but I think I know how to switch it. Oh, good job. Way to go. You keep each other motivated, accountable and motivated and inspired to keep moving forward. And again, maybe you can just tell a friend, I'm going to do this by this date. I'll see you at the end, and just let them know, here it is, what I've done. Here, I said what I was going to do. Here's the date. Here's what I did. I made my results. Thanks for being there. And they're kind of like, oh, you're welcome. I didn't do much, because you're pretty self-motivated. But again, you have to know yourself and learn that about yourself. And if you're not sure, again, I'd err on the side of having some multiple check-ins and checkpoints. And then you can maybe phase some of them out if you find that's too much, or you're okay to maybe go a little longer with them. And even if you need multiple check-ins and know that about yourself, again, once you get into a routine and are consistent, then maybe you can scale some of those back and just let maybe the people know, if you're checking in, I'm going to scale back a little bit to this frequency. But if I'm having trouble, I might pick back up on it, just so you know, if I need that accountability, can I count on you to be there if I need to switch back? And have those conversations with yourself, but also with those accountability partners. Gretchen says that does sure help. I'm traveling through Arizona to California right now. I'll have a great trip, Gretchen. Are you heading to San Diego? Are you going to go see Todd while you're out there? But yeah, it's a way for Gretchen to fit even something like this. She can check in with her trip and mention, oh, I did this today. I had 10 minutes, so I went for a walk. Or I did we stopped the car at a rest stop to have some lunch. So I got out and did a little bit of yoga before we had our dinner. Before we got back in the car, I stretched a little bit. We get to the hotel to sleep. I'm going to do a little stretch before bed to stay active. It's not super intense, but it's something. There's ways we can work around that and still have that kind of check-in, that accountability, and try to stay true to our goal and stay on as consistent as we can on that pathway. And that's what it all is about, really, is trying to be as consistent as we possibly can, and letting ourselves, again, have those hiccups along the way, but trying to learn from them. Don't just let them happen, and don't let them derail you completely. It's a bump in the road. It's a little hiccup. Then work through it, work around it, go over it, whatever you need to do, but try to keep going. Get back on that bike and keep moving forward to keep you going. Awesome, Gretchen. That's great. I can't wait to see your pictures and stuff when you get there to meet Todd. That's going to be awesome for you. That's on my list to do as well. Try to get out to San Diego to see Todd and his gym, Fitness Quest 10. Have a great trip and enjoy seeing Todd. That's going to be awesome. So, again, nothing, not a super long episode tonight. Thanks again to everyone who was here last week. Had a great turnout, lots of great commentary. We went pretty much an hour, which was not typically planned. I try to keep these around 30 to 45 minutes, but it was such an interactive group, and everyone was so open to share and help with each other and learn from each other that I couldn't shut it down. That would be rude to everybody and a disservice, really. So we kept it going. So just again tonight, just want to just do quickly check in, say hello, remind you it's the end of the month coming. So it's a great time to check in with your progress towards your goals now, and either set goals for August, because it's in a few days. Get them set now. Don't wait for August 1st. Set them now so you can go into August with some momentum already built on them, or nothing else, maybe a plan on how you're going to accomplish them. Don't wait till August 1st to identify them and then start, because again, you're going to lose days to that. Get that momentum going. Use the dates as sort of guidelines, but start early, prep early, and then get yourself into that mentality. So set those goals. Or if you were with us last October or so when we set up our New Year's resolutions, our goals for the year, if you work backwards from then, dig out the book, dig out the plan, get out your system. Are you on track? Did your July goals go well? And what is it you need to do in August that you determined before to help you get toward that goal? Again, towards October to December, depending when you started or set your end date. And if you're just with us and just kind of getting into this, it's okay. Like I said earlier, the best time to start is now. So take tonight, think of a goal, think of what you want to accomplish, what you want to achieve. When do you want to achieve it by? Set a realistic timeline. Work backwards from that goal to today and think, what can I do today to get myself set up for success? If you're just starting, again, it's probably the planning process. I would say that would be your pick your goal, really clear with it, be really concise. That's important. And then pick that end date, work backwards to say tomorrow, get everything ready. Work through that. And then tonight, the last thing you would do to prep, I would say, is get yourself ready for tomorrow. If you need workout gear set up, if you need your food prepped in advance, if you need your online learning tools set and your office set up, whatever it is you're working towards, plan it out tonight, lay it out tonight if you haven't been already, and then tomorrow is your first day. If you've been with us and going through this, again, it's another check in the box. How am I doing? What's been working? What's not working? What can I maybe modify or change to get it going? And then what's on tap for tomorrow? Where am I going? And what's on tap for August, for next month? And maybe what can I do now to get me set up to have a successful August? Or maybe what have I been doing that's worked so greatly that maybe a couple of my August goals I don't have to accomplish. Maybe I've achieved them already. Then back to the drawing board. Let's restructure. Again, it's really laid out and detailed in there for us, but it doesn't have to be set in stone. We can modify to if we're having trouble, but also modify it if we're having success and we're doing great. Okay, I'm ahead of schedule. Okay, let's keep it going. What can I do to stay on track? And maybe I bump all those goals up. Maybe my end date changes, or maybe I can change my goal a little bit and still finish on that same end date that I set up originally. There's wiggle room there. Just like if you have trouble, there's wiggle room we can work with. But if you're having success, celebrate that, enjoy yourself, encourage yourself, build off that. But again, there's that wiggle room to modify the plan if need be. So have a great night, everyone. Enjoy your long weekend coming up. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. Well, try anyway. Take care of yourselves. Remember, always our top priority, self-care is so important. Keep ramping up that self-care. Get some rest. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Eat as well as you can. Do your best to be active every day, and enjoy yourselves. And remember, always make yourself the priority you deserve to be by striving to be operationally fit. Stay safe, take care, and have a great night.